cancer. As a breast cancer survivor and proud Mississippi native, I'm honored to support Pink Friday, a fundraiser for breast cancer awareness. We all have a part to play in this fight. And by working together, one day we are determined to find a cure for breast cancer. Get your tickets now to support this wonderful event.
Since 2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties. Through its programs, Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and Parenting Education Coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources and instagram.com/empowermentJAX.
For 200 years, Montgomery, Alabama has been making history by people who had the courage to stand up for change. Today, this riverfront city has been reborn, embracing the past and looking forward to the future. From the National Memorial for Peace and Justice to the stage of the Alabama Shakespeare Festival, this is where history was and is made. We are proud to call Montgomery home, and together, we can be the change.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and for all those who's listening and watching it from around the world. And we are now live from the corner of Dalton and Lynch Street. It's the show where we take you inside the game before the game begins. It's the Pregame with your host, Charles Bishop and Neely. So get ready, because we pregame harder than the other show's party. It's the Pregame.
Welcome into the Pregame Show here on the Black College Sports Network. Bishop and Neely, we're coming to you live for the introductory press conference of new Jackson State men's basketball coach, Mo Williams. Neely, you there live there in the ballroom. What is the atmosphere like, brother?
Hey, man, we are here in Ballroom A of the Student Center, sitting at the corner of Dalton and Lynch. I told you weren't in the way, so you're not in the way. I saw your head turn. So we're here at the Ballroom A, right on the third floor of the Student Center, corner of Dalton and Lynch Street, where A.D. Robinson and President Hudson are about to announce the next men's head basketball coach for Jackson State. You know, Wayne Brent announced his resignation. They finished up the tournament against Texas Southern. So today we're here to announce who's going to be next. I think the cat is out of the bag in a lot of ways. People know what to expect by now. A lot of former players have gathered in the room, a lot of fans and supporters. Former player Trey Johnson is here, who is expected to be on this new staff, if you will. The current players, Jay Mack is in the room. President Hudson is here gathering. This section is reserved for family that will be joining us shortly. Good media presence, good ambiance in Detroit, Chuck, and pretty soon we will be going live with the announcement. So stay tuned right here to the Pregame Show on the Black College Sports Network.
No doubt about it. When we take a look at Mo Williams, of course, storied NBA career, NBA All-Star. He has been in the coaching ranks now at Cal State Northridge, at Alabama State, and now he gets ready to take over the Jackson State men's basketball program. Neely, new era starts here for Jackson State basketball. What are your expectations? What are your feelings?
I think it's going to be an exciting day. Mo Williams is coming home after an accomplished NBA career. A lot of folks out there are going to say, well, you hired a coach from a SWAC institution that really didn't have a proverbial record that makes you just jump out at you. But I think when you look at the infrastructure that A.D. Robinson has put in place, the resources at Jackson State University to bring in a caliber guy like Mo Williams, homeboy, if you will. And by the way, homeboy, I see what you Murrah guys are doing. A.D. Robinson, Murrah, Charles Bishop, my right-hand man from Murrah, Tamika Reed from Murrah. We're about to get started. Dwayne really just started the stage.
Please take their seats. We'll begin momentarily.
So, Chuck, I'm going to shift the camera angle and we really get going here, and you'll get the announcement.
Yeah, no doubt. We're getting ready to go live here at the introductory press conference of Mo Williams. So here on the Black College Sports Network, it's the pregame show. Bishop and Neely, as Mr. Boots on the ground is getting things set up for us to take a look-see into this introductory press conference. Of course, Mo Williams enjoyed a prosperous 14-year NBA career, including the NBA championship with the Cleveland Cavaliers back in 2016. No stranger to the coaching ranks as as we get ready to get started. And I'll be quiet here as we start getting ready to get into this introductory press conference. Jackson State men's basketball now entering a new era as Coach Wayne Brent resigned at the conclusion of this season. Of course, Wayne Brent at Jackson State for the past 9 seasons. He does have a regular season championship to his pedigree. Tremendous time for Wayne Brent at Jackson State University. But now Jackson State taking a look now at a new era with Mo Williams. He comes from the Mark Godfrey coaching tree. Of course, he coached with played under Mark Godfrey during his time at the University of Alabama. Of course, Mo, no stranger to the Jackson basketball landscape, former sharpshooter. Neely alluded to that as he was a basketball player at Murrah High School and went to the University of Alabama. A stellar career at the University of Alabama, and then on to the pro ranks for 14 years as he was drafted by the Utah Jazz, and then he went on to play at various stops with the Los Angeles Clippers, Portland Trailblazers, Timberwolves, and Charlotte Hornets. And then he returned to Cleveland for his 2015-2016 campaign, where he was part of that amazing Cleveland Cavalier team that won an NBA title over the Golden State Warriors. So you see the atmosphere, former players, family, now setting up in Ballroom A here on the campus of Jackson State University as we will get ready for this introductory press conference of Mo Williams as we see more dignitaries coming in. Of course, a little bit of a background on Mo Williams. 6 sons, Kadarius, Maurice, Michael, Mason, Maxwell, and Asa. Of course, the native of Jackson, Mississippi is the son of Griseldia and Isaiah Williams. He also has 3 siblings, Marsha, Michael, of course, a West Point graduate, and Montreal. So we take a look at those things with regards to the background of Mo Williams. Spent some time already in the Southwestern Athletic Conference at Alabama State. 2 years spent there at Alabama State.
Chuck, I will hop in real quick and let you know that Tigers' immediate past head coach, Wayne Brent, is here. You can see here some of the current players. Jay Mack is here, but Wayne Brent has joined us as well. Any minute now, Mo Williams, I think everybody knows the next head coach will be coming out of that back room with A.D. Robinson. So a lot of alum and program supporters are here, if you will, taking their seats. Trey Johnson is right across the road over there in front center. This area is for the family. I'll give a little walking tour before we get started. Dwayne Lewis, intercollegiate athletic director for sports information, is looking dapper, almost looking like the FOI, the Fruit of Islam, standing guard right there. I knew I could make him laugh, Chuck. So we're going to be getting started in a second. Associate Vice Athletic Director Lisa Wells is in the back about to open that door. Like I said, some of the former players, family members are gathered here. So we're going to be getting going real soon, Chuck.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
A.D. Robinson wanted the pregame show to broadcast this live, so we are here. It's also streaming on the Jackson State Sports Network, but the Black College Sports Network and the pregame show have some untethered access to these kind of things. So just bringing you in until we get started. Real soon. Good to see Coach Wayne Brent here, though. That's a good sign of just program support that media past head coach coming right off his retirement with joins today, and even some of the current players as well. And assistant coach Burke is here. We'll get a little closer to you some footage of that as I kind of narrate the room through the media center for him. My fam's good. So as you can see, it's a pretty good crowd that's gathered here. Chuck, there's Coach Brent. Coach Burke looking good. We're not going to talk about Brian Ennis with the mask on. Forward's good. I'm going to go back up front for you. Hey, you can say all you want. This is live now, so yeah, exactly. I thought they'd shut that ass up. See, I go there live. You won't, so yeah. So as I was saying, Chuck, it's good to see the immediate past head coach Wayne Brennan's here support. Assistant coach Casey Burke is here. A lot of family, friends, and alumni gathered. Track field coach is here. Again, Jay McKinnon is in the building. Trey Johnson, who is perceived to going to be on the staff, is with us. But any minute now, we will officially be announcing Mo Williams is the next head coach.
Good morning. Thank you for your attendance today.
Let's go live now.
Basketball coach at the Jackson State University. At this time, our program will begin. Jackson State President Thomas Hudson.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to thank you all for being here today. Jackson State University cannot be the JSU we all know and love without your support. Without your support of this great university and our wonderful student athletes, many of whom are in attendance today. So we appreciate it not just today, but every day. The wonderful support you show JSU, Jackson State University, and JSU athletics. Today is a special day, though, because today we begin anew. Today we start a new era in Jackson State University men's basketball, a program that has reached historic heights and has been blessed with remarkable stability. Only 3 head coaches in the last 30 years is a testament to the great leaders this program has had. I would like to thank our outgoing coach, Coach Wayne Brent, who is in attendance. Coach Brent, you got that applause for this 20th program. Just want to note that for the record. But thank you, Coach Brent, for being just a true statesman and just an honorable presence and a winner for our basketball program. And thank you so much. We certainly wish you well as you go on to new and better things. But today it is time to elevate. It's time to bring in a coach to help JSU reach those heights unseen. A native of Jackson, a local star who has been a champion at the highest level. someone who has put his financial resources where his heart is, donating not just to this program, but other causes throughout the city. Someone who has been a mentor, a role model, and an inspiration to many. A legend who is coming home finally to lead the Jackson State men's basketball program. Coach Williams, this is your time. And it's our outstanding women's team led by Coach Tamika Reed, who's also in attendance here today. So Coach Reed somewhere. She's here. Oh, right there. It's still early, y'all. But as Coach Reed has shown, there are no limits to what can be done right here at JSU. I am confident in your ability to lead us to new heights. And speaking of new heights, and with that, I'd like to turn this over to our outstanding athletic director, Ashley Robinson. And while doing so, I would like to thank him for his leadership and for yet another great addition to the JSU family. A.D. Robinson.
Quiet, man. You know, back, don't be quiet. Thank you, President Hudson. We cannot do what we do at Jackson State University without great leadership from President Hudson and the way he supports not only athletics, but Jackson State University. Good morning. Good morning. And thank you for joining us. This is my honor to introduce the next men's basketball coach at the Jackson State University. But really, he needs no introduction. He's a native son, back where it all began, in the city where he started it all. One of the greatest players to ever hail from our city, Jackson. A legend at Merle High School, earning honors and being selected as McDonald All-American, Parade All-American, and Mr. Basketball in the state of Mississippi. In college, he led Alabama to an SEC championship and the NCAA tournament while earning Freshman of the Year honors. After 2 seasons in college, he turned pro and began a 14-year NBA career where he averaged more than 13 points per game. He was an NBA All-Star, earning elite status as one of the best players in the league. And along the way, he helped guide a guy named LeBron to win an NBA championship. For 2 years as a college assistant coach and 2 years as a head coach, the time to return home has come. Everywhere he's gone, he's defined the odds. He's defined the odds of many who say he couldn't do it. Earning national recognition as a high school, college, and professional player, he's had success at every level. Moving into the coaching ranks, he's had success molding and mentoring young players, and many with dreams like this. Simply put, he's a winner, ready to define the odds, and again, silence those who say he can't do it. Simply put, he's a winner, ready to define the odds, and again, silence those who can't do it. Jackson State University, 2021, 2019, 12 championships. I was trying to pull them all out. I got one here, one in my pocket. I ain't got enough pockets for championships. I need you to add to my addition, sir. As President said, we're all about championships here. We're gonna build it on tradition and blaze some trails. Ladies and gentlemen, stand to your feet and welcome our new head men's basketball coach, a son of Jackson, Mo Williams.
How's everybody doing? It's a dream come true for me. Let me get my phone out because some things I want to say and I know I'm going to forget. It's a lot of excitement going on. First, let me just start off with thanking my parents for everything they've done for me. Thanking my wife, my siblings, which is my sister in attendance, all my kids, my 7 boys, all of them here, 7 boys. I do have y'all right here. All play basketball, so they'll be on the roster one day. And my nephew is in attendance too, like my other son. So I'm always grateful for them. And this is home to me. It's always been home. I always had a place here. My mom, my dad, my sister, everybody's here. So I want to speak on what this job means to me. It means everything. I started off at elementary school on the north side, Green Elementary. Went down the road, Chastain Middle School. Went down the road a couple more miles, to Merle High School. And we talk all the time about the city of Jackson. We talk all the time about things we don't have, things we can't provide. But that's why it feels so great to come back and get in the community, my community, and help out in a lot of different ways. And to come back and do it full circle, that Deep I love, Deep University, my mom graduated from in 1981. Deep I love that my dad attended here where he met my mom. So there's probably a couple parties or something like that that was going on back in the 80s. My younger brother, which attended this university also. And I look out in this crowd, and there's nothing but familiar faces that I've been knowing since I've been yay high. I got memories being in the AAC or being in that stadium when I was this high, memories watching Steve McNair compete against Jackson State University in football. Like those memories never leave. And I was blessed to be a really good basketball player coming out of high school. And at that time, I had a lot of schools that recruited me, and Jackson State wasn't a school that I chose to attend. But with that being said, Jackson State University is getting the best version of me. So timing is everything. So instead of getting me for 1 year, maybe 2, that the University of Alabama got, I got a good 20. So it comes back full circle. And it makes me proud to be a part of the I Love. And I look at the roster, returning players, and I look at guys, the second little thing where they from, no matter the city, but it says Mississippi. And that means a lot to me. I've always been around the game, been around the youth. And I always try, because I know a lot of people here, and I always try to touch guys, even though I might be in another state. If they from this city, they from Mississippi, I always try to touch them in some kind of way. I always try to help them out and guide them in some kind of way. So to be in a position that I Love, Division I program in the city where I was born and raised, it means a lot to me. Those kids in Mississippi that I can help shape their lives. And it's not all about, let me rephrase it, it is about winning, but it's not all about winning. championship mindset is the most important thing. I'm gonna repeat that. A championship mindset is the most important thing. Because to be a champion, a lot of things goes into being a champion. It's a mindset. You don't just wake up and be a champion. It's daily deposits every single day to be a champion. That's a championship mindset. If you have a championship mindset, I shouldn't have to worry about you going to class. I shouldn't have to worry about you going to study hall. I shouldn't have to worry about you diving on that floor for a loose ball or taking a charge. That's a championship mindset. And that's every single day. And it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. Having a championship mindset, doing all the little things, now become a better husband, become a better father. All those things are in a championship mindset. So you damn right. I want to be a champion. I want to win basketball games. That's what I'm here for. And I understand the pressure that comes with wanting to be a champion. I understand the pressure. I relish pressure. I want pressure. I've had pressure all my life. I defy all odds. I want somebody to tell me something I can't do. I want somebody to say he ain't ready for an opportunity. When I left after my sophomore year in college, there's people in this room told me I wasn't ready. There's people in this room told me I should have went back to school. 14 years later. Almost 11,000 points, almost 4,000 assists. Couple thousand rebounds in there. Probably about 1,500 turnovers, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm a scorer, man. I'm a scorer. But you talk about a guy that's 6'1", I tell my kids all the time I'm 6'2". I'm not the most athletic guy in the room. Never been. Probably was the fastest in some situations. But my success came from waking up every morning, going down to the wild fortification at 5 in the morning. Me and my boy Trey Spingler, we're gonna run 4 miles on the track every morning. Torrance Mayfield, he in the building. He used to be in there at 5:30 in the morning, lifting about 600 pounds. And he'll get me over there and we'll lift. And I'm not making this up, this every single day. And then there's a crew that come in there, probably, I don't know if they still do it back then. This crew that came in about 6:30 in the morning. And they hoop at the wild fortification. Guess what? I was in there hooping with them. Right before they went to work, I went to school. Left school, went back to the wild. Did my individual workout by myself. Then about 5:30, then other high school guys my age will come in there and then we play pickup. That's the first time those guys in the gym. I did that every day in high school. So you can't tell me because of where you from, you can't be successful. That's a mindset. That's a mindset. That's me getting up every single day doing that. That's people pushing me to do that, to want to be great. Like these streets in Jackson ain't changed in the 20 years that I've been in high school. It's the same. I had the same conversation with my mom when I left the house. Hey, be safe out there, hey, It's the same. But guess what? Never been to jail, never been in trouble in no kind of way, never been in those situations. Because it's a mindset. It's what you want to be. Those are the guys that I want a part of this program. Because the respect I got for the man that was in this seat before me is tremendous. Our relationship go back over 25, I may be wrong, 25, I was 10, 12 years old. He helped me in ways that I didn't even know until I got older. Just being around the game for a long time, just helping guys in the city. So it's a tremendous amount of respect goes to that man that was in the seat before me. And I want to make him proud. Most importantly, I want to make A.D. Robinson proud and President Hudson proud, because guess what? I got a chip on my shoulder and I want to prove the world wrong. I want to be a part of something that's special. I want to be a part of something that Coach Reed is doing, championships. I want to be a part of what Coach Brian is doing, championships. Like, that's all I care about. Championships. And it's a mindset. And if you have a championship mindset, you're not a selfish basketball player. You're not a selfish person. Because the only way you can win championships, you got to sacrifice every part of you for the betterment of a whole. It's the only way you're a champion. Only way. And the most important people that I want to make proud is my family. Meaning my parents, my wife, my sisters, my brothers, my kids. I want to make them proud. I have the same burning desire when I decided to leave school and pursue my dreams of being a professional athlete. That same passion, fire, drive is in me today. Because when I left school, all I wanted to do was prove everybody wrong. That chip was so big on my shoulder, that drive was so big in my heart, couldn't nothing defy me, couldn't nothing stop me. And that's what I have in me. That's what Jacktown, that's what Jacktown, that's the Jacktown in me. No matter where I go, no matter what I did, I felt like I was the best. No matter where I'm from. And I see people out here that have been a part of my foundation. Got Austin Skelly in the house, Johnny Gray. I mean, been knowing these guys, it's home. It's home. But guess what? It ain't nothing, because I know what you guys expect. Sound good, look good, happy you back home, and you better win. You better win. And I understand those expectations. I accept those expectations. I think I hit all my points. Just making sure I ain't leaving nothing out. But, you know, I want to leave with this, and I want you guys to hear me on this. This is one of the biggest days of my life. And I want you guys to understand how much this opportunity means to me. And trust me, I will kill it. I will be really good. And in some cases, I'll be really great. And one thing about me, I am the most accountability type person. Hold people accountable, hold myself accountable. And trust me, I'm not where I want to be. I will get there. The staff that I want to have around me, that we're creating, that's going to be here as soon as possible. They are talented minds, and they're committed to their role. That sounds like a championship team. That's what a championship team sounds like. talented guys, but committed to their role, what they do best for the betterment of the team. I'm looking forward to the opportunity. I appreciate everybody that came out today, all the familiar faces, even faces that I don't know that's here for support. And support is all I can ask for. Again, appreciate everybody. Love you. Let's get ready to go win some championships.
Well, there you have it, folks. Coach Mo Williams, his introductory press conference there.
Coach Williams. I'm gonna bring it on. I gotta get me ready. Get me ready for the haters. Some tough questions.
Before we start the question session, Mr. Lewis, I want to recognize two groups that's been a part of athletics for a long time. Blue Bingle, Ms. Watson, the president, she's here. You go around and call. And also, Mr. Thompson, Tiger. I think we got the whole crew with us, all three of you stand. Mr. Cook, Chief, Cammy, Young, come on. And I want to recognize all my head coaches for coming out today. They all here. Y'all please stand. Give them a word of applause. I take it to the coaches in the room. I see our student athletes back in the back. Our defensive player of the year, Mr. J. McGinnis in the building. Want to understand as well. And all our basketball student athletes, please stand. See you all in the back. All right. I see you, Big Stacks.
Are you going to be looking at those, or are you going to be looking at getting your own 4-year players?
Oh, absolutely. Obviously, the staff, we talk about different scenarios and things like that, but we definitely active in the transfer portal. This is not a rebuild, by no means. That's the situation I just came from. There's APR sanctions, and we had to build it from the ground up. So we took some younger guys, and those guys grew and played well for us, but it was a different ball game. Here's a little different. We got some guys, some seniors coming back, and obviously I gotta talk to one, but at the same time, transfer portal is where we want to go right away. We want to be good. We want to give those outgoing seniors a chance to go to the dance. And I don't know if you watched the selection show yesterday. I watch it every single year because I want to be a part of it. And if you don't want to be a part of it, you don't need to play for me. So I want to build a team right away. So definitely transfer portal is where everybody going. I mean, it ain't something that I'm just doing. I mean, if you ain't doing it, you ain't doing something right.
Any other questions?
What inspired me to coach? Well, I retired in 2016, but I started coaching in 2008. 2008, like I said, I got 7 boys, and my oldest boy is about to graduate this summer at the University of Alabama. He had started his grad school here following the fall, but he was in the 8th grade at the time, 2008. And I was still playing, and I started an AAU program just to get, he was playing basketball, and I just started coaching, and that thing just kind of blew up, and I had a whole program. And as soon as the season was over, I tell this story all the time, since 2008, season's over in the NBA, a lot of guys are on their planes heading to the Bahamas, headed to the Dominican Republic, going on vacation. As soon as the season was over, I was headed, back home and in the gym the next day with my youth, with my program, bringing those guys up, traveling if you're familiar with AAU basketball, you're in the middle of nowhere a lot of times. And that's where I was, standing,
the Holiday Inn, whatever. We just, in that world. So I did that for, obviously probably about 8 years. And then when I retired, I knew what I wanted to do, and got with my former head coach that I played for at Alabama. And I went out to Northridge just to get into college basketball because I knew I wanted to be a head coach. And obviously this situation came up, recently, and it was something that I wanted to jump all over.
Thanks for your attendance. Please enjoy refreshments in the back and have a good day.
Appreciate you guys.
Well, there you have it. There you have it. That is the introductory press conference of Mo Williams. Neely will be coming to you there as you can still see some of the live shots there. But we started, we have Mo Williams with us now. Let's go to Neely.
From the Pregame Show. How you doing? Welcome in, man. You made some comments about mindset, about having that championship mindset. How important you look at instilling that in your players and recruiting that you get to still get?
That's the everyday process, starting from day one. Implementing the culture, and the culture is the championship mindset. And that's doing the right thing every single day. Doing what excellence every single day. Never define from that, never getting away from that. That's the championship mindset. It doesn't have to be perfect. You want to make mistakes, but at the end of the day, you got to be consistent with it.
And how close are you to making that snap?
I'm going to bring back down the way. I'm bringing another one of mine.
I got to tell you this. This is a true story. That fellow right there, Charles Bishop, when you were playing football out at Lake High.
Okay.
He said you need to stop playing sports, stop playing basketball, and focus on football.
I was pretty good, though. I was pretty good.
So where would you be had you listened to Charles Bishop?
I'd be hurt. No, I was pretty good quarterback.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. And being
49ers.
Bringing those resources to bear back in the city. How excited are you to call on your relationships with friends from past lives and get involved in that?
That's the most important thing. Maybe just being in the community that I will play. Obviously, I'm here to coach. I'm here to take the university to new heights. But at the same time, that is my job. That is my God-given gift to the others, which I've always been. In whatever city I live in, coached in, or played in, I did this in those cities. So for me to come home and be able to do the same thing, so I put my foundation. Obviously, the university is the level. There's no we get here on the grounds every single day.
Chuck, that was Pregame Show exclusive, if you will, with
your
quarterback. So we're letting let me tell you how the Pregame Show do it. You see, we went first, right? Now the other
no doubt.
Getting in there. So he's spending time with the local press now. Good attendance out here, Chuck. You can see the room is still filled with folks. I saw you taking some good notes. And as you can see, he's still behind us here. Press avail. But let's talk about it, Chuck. What did you take from what Coach Mo was saying?
Well, some of the things that I kind of took away with it, this is a dream come true for Coach Mo Williams. This job here at Jackson State, being the head coach of their men's basketball team, means everything. Of course, he talked about his mother and father, their ties to Jackson State. So there are these ties to Jackson State, and timing. Timing is everything in regards to getting this job, this plum coaching job, if you will, at Jackson State. And then he went into and talked about how important winning is, but not just winning, but shaping lives of these young student athletes. And then the the crux of his message today was the championship mindset that he brings to this Jackson State men's basketball program. It's going to take those daily deposits, everything in that regards. When you talk about going to study hall, going to class, he's not going to worry about those sorts of things because it becomes part of the theme of the program, championship mindset. So he's expecting that. He's expecting diving for loose balls. He understands, and we talk about this all the time, Neely, he understands the pressure, the gravitas of the moment. Any coach who comes to Jackson State University, listen, the fan base demands W's, and he understands that. So he relishes the pressure, looks forward to the pressure. And then he talked a little bit about his background, the YMCA on Fortification Street, which you and I are both very familiar with in regards to guys going over there for pickup games. The tapestry of Jackson basketball, that YMCA over there on Fortification is a huge part of that. Talked about his workouts, you know, getting over there, running 4 miles, lifting weights, running with the older guys in the morning, and then with guys his age in the afternoon. So that was part of it. And then he closed out with sacrifice being the huge thing in regards to the betterment of the whole. So those were the things that you really kind of took away. And then, you know, it's the acknowledgement of Coach Wayne Brent and wanting to really taking the baton, if you will, from Coach Wayne Brent going forward. So a lot of great red meat with him in regards to Coach Mo Williams' introductory press conference. So those were some of the things that you really took away from a very good opening, positive thing that you really took away from Coach Mo Williams going forward.
Chuck, I got to give it to you, brother. Here, you talked damn near longer than Mo. That was exceptional. Verbatim, baby. Hey, man, one big takeaway for me. I truly believe everything you just said and underscored. You know, HBCUs are about lifetime relationships. And that point he made about being in Alabama 2 years when he could have gone to Jackson State at the time, but now Jackson State has the potential to have him for 20 years. I thought that was a profound statement because we look at President Hudson's opening remarks when he said, hey, this is our third coach in 30 years. So we're averaging about 10 years per coach. And if you can get a Mo Williams to be here for that kind of length of time and everything he brings to the table, the sky is the limit. Look at what Coach Reed has accomplished in 4 years. And so, you know, it's just that mindset that he spoke of, that championship mentality, letting folks know he's going to lean on the portal. I want to see tonight have comments out there. That's here as well. So you may have to talk, Chuck, while I walk off and grab them. But it's atmosphere here. You know, a lot of the backers of athletics are Andy Robinson, of course, here, President Hudson, Coach Wayne Grant, the former staff is here and the future staff. Some of the former players here and the future players. That'd be up to Coach Mo Williams to announce. He did indicate live on the Pregame Show just a few minutes ago that Trey Johnson is coming with him, and that it's his desire for Coach Pace and Burke to remain on the staff as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's huge when you talk about Trey Johnson, one of the all-time legends in Jackson State basketball, joining the staff, wanting to keep Coach Kason Burke, who recruited quite a bit of this Jackson State roster that's there now to keep that continuity going. And again, it's the passing of the torch, if you will, from Coach Wayne Brent to Mo Williams, and really wanting to keep that continuity in place, keeping this Jackson State men's basketball program on an upward trajectory that they've been on. So that's a really important. We talked with some of the things, President Hudson.
Trey Johnson coming up.
Okay, well, we'll bring Trey Johnson on in here.
Just live pregame show. We just had Coach Mo Williams exclusive coverage and announced to the world that Trey Johnson will be coming home with us. So just want to have a quick conversation with you about that, man. Welcome back. I'm glad to be back, man. Thanks for having me. I was telling Charles Bishop that this murder thing is getting pretty big in 1400.
Yeah, you know, 1400 Lynch Street, 1400 Murder Drive, put it all together.
What are you looking for as you're now back coaching here live in this off season before you get to the summer workout?
I think, you know, Coach Mo kind of hit on it, and not only just the high school guys, but there's a lot of family right here.
here at home. And now that you have athletic you guys looking forward to getting that thing moving and being championship caliber. How was that? I mean, that's how it's look around that state. I grew up in that state. Went to school here, my family went to school here. I know what we understand it, relishing it, you know, and that's the process. Glad to have you back. Looking forward to support. Yes, sir. No, I appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you.
That was Trey Johnson, who is officially announced as an assistant coach under the leadership of Coach Mo Williams. So that was a pretty big announcement. Pregame show going live from Mo Williams' press conference announcement. We have Mo Williams on exclusively. Heard from Coach Trey Johnson as well. Still want to grab a word from Coach Brendan because it's been a pretty big day, pretty big announcement. At some point a couple of weeks ago, it's probably one of the worst kept secrets in America.
Yeah.
It's almost like if Putin was going to invade Ukraine or not, you know, all the tanks were at the border, you knew it was happening, but you couldn't break the news until it happened. You always, I'm going to tell you something, you always got to work in Beyonce and Putin in any interview.
As only you can, Neely, as only you can. But I tell you what, a big, huge announcement. Mo Williams bringing Trey Johnson with him. Of course, Trey Johnson, one of the most prolific scorers in Jackson State history, now part of this coaching staff at Jackson State. Of course, former teammates at Murrah, and now they come to do it again here at Jackson State, both coming from the staff of Alabama State. Just recapping some of the things Coach Williams said in his introductory press conference. He talked about the championship mindset being everything, and it's going to take those daily deposits. He talked about sacrifice, the sacrifice of yourself for the betterment of the whole. And then the accountability portion, which a lot of our Jackson State fans, they want to hear. He is definitely going to be one of the most accountable individuals there at Jackson State. Talked about his staff. He's bringing a talented staff to this Jackson State basketball program, and they're committed to their role. So, great introductory press conference in regards to Mo Williams taking over this Jackson State basketball program.
Yeah, man. Heady announcement today. We're here live from Ballroom A, Ontario, Wooded Ballroom, campus at Jackson State University, corner of Dalton and Lynch at the Student Center. We have just announced, like I worked at Dalton and Lynch. We have just announced that Mo Williams, next head coach. Some of the fans and supporters are bringing in Dr. Brian Anderson, Tony Webb, to the banking community. So a lot of folks are still exchanging greetings with them. The room is full to capacity, Chuck. I know you're missing the food that you're not going to get, but I'll make you a to-go plate. Take it back to President Hudson here. I thought he wanted to come on a second. Yazoo Strawder, who decided Yazoo County with a pretty weak crossover that he had. So it's a good turnout. Dwayne Lewis has told us he's going to bring in athletic director A.D. Robinson. So I'll get some material.
See President Hudson there?
Right here, we live and rolling. Come right in. We do.
How you doing?
Live. We have President Thomas Hudson with us, who opened the program and mentioned what Coach Tamika Reed was doing and how he felt strongly that Coach Mo Williams would do the same thing. You also mentioned Wayne Russell's steps to the program. That's right. You and I got to stick together. The murder thing is growing. It is growing.
Probably bring all these murder folks in here, man. I don't know.
Well, I work. How excited are you to have this addition to your game?
We're excited.
We are so blessed at Jackson State, because we have a solid board of the South. what does it mean for you to have this opportunity? And Chuck, let me tell you how good of a lobbyist this brother is, our leader at Jackson State. He basically stopped the press gathering and introduced Mo to the legislative branch that was here to make sure we get that phone. I saw you work.
Hey, yeah, you got to work it. You got to work it.
We want to make sure
That was our president, Thomas Hudson, who again, he opened up the program, Chuck, as you heard, and our listeners been with us in the announcement of Mo Williams, followed by Ashley Robinson. Once he wraps up that interview, we'll bring him on. Mo is still making those rounds, shaking hands, getting pictures with fans and that kind of thing. So exciting times in here. Hey, you know, just brother wants to stand here with me in his red shirt, you know. Yeah. You live, Chuck.
Yeah, that's the Ashton in there.
He won't be heard on the pregame show. Hey, that's from a Richard Pryor live album. Somebody yelled at him and said, "Hey, you won't be seen on the record, but you will be heard."
No doubt. You know, Thomas Hudson talked about Mo Williams being a mentor, a role model, and bringing his own financial resources wherever he's been. He talked about the connection, of course, with Coach Tamika Reed and what she has been able to do with his women's basketball program. Of course, you know, Mo brings all sorts of accolades. SEC champion, McDonald's All-American, NBA All-Star. When we talk about building on tradition and blazing new trails, he is definitely a son of Jackson, Mississippi, Neil.
Yeah, I'm waiting. Ashley Robinson right here in the wings. We're going to bring him on, Chuck. You know, this is just, again, an exciting day. We're here live at the press conference announcing Mo Williams as our next head coach. Ashley Robinson is wrapping up the conversation right there. Our Vice President of Intercollegiate Athletics, as you like to call him, at the barbershop, we just say AD. So we're going to bring him on at this photo session. It's all good, Chuck. All good.
Yes, indeed. All good in the hood. AD Ashley Robinson getting ready to join us. He talked about some of the things that Mo Williams brings to this program. Mo himself talked about this being a dream come true. You talk about the job means everything to him. Native of Jackson, Mississippi. Green Elementary. Shout out to Emma Green Elementary, the Emma Green Elementary Hornets. He was a Chastain grad and also a Murrah grad, and now getting ready to come to Jackson State. He has ties to the Jackson State family. Mom and dad both attended Jackson State University, and you know, timing being everything for him. You're getting the best version of Mo Williams. So you get all these things that's coming together. The torch being passed from Coach Wayne Brent now to Mo Williams. Neely, looking forward to what the Mo Williams era will look like for Jackson State men's basketball. As Ashley Robinson still pressing the flesh there, Neely's going to try to bring him on. But
got another picture.
Yeah, of course. And when we take a look at this, of course, Coach Tamika Reed, they're getting ready for their huge matchup, number 3 seed against LSU on Saturday night. Coach Tamika Reed coming off a SWAC tournament victory over Alabama State. SWAC champions, tournament champions once again for Coach Tamika Reed, Neely. As we panning around and take a look around there, Coach Mo Williams still taking some pictures there with the Jackson State faithful, alums, donors in the building. Of course, Mr. Boots on the ground, Neely, taking it all in as well. So this is really great to see. Really exciting. Coach Tamika Reed in the background. And here comes A.D. Robinson.
We got him here, the man who put it all together. Once again, another phenomenal hire. We're going to call him the Coach Whisperer. if there's a coach available, he can get him to Jackson State. Aston Robinson, Vice President, Intercollegiate Athletics. That's what Chuck calls him at the barbershop. We call him Brother AD. Welcome to the Pregame Show again. How excited are you about today's announcement?
Very excited, very excited. After this weekend, with Coach Reed and then press conference today, it's exciting. We're going to build on this tradition, great tradition in Jackson State. And this is another step. This is another step of building on that tradition. So very excited. Native son, born and raised in Jackson, understand the city of Jackson, understand Jackson State, and understand the pressure and what it takes, to be at Jackson State University. Jackson State University is no beginner job. We expect champions. There's no trying times. We all have trying times, but hey, we got to win. We got to win championships. That's pressure I receive every single day. We're going to continue to support our coaches and our student athletes and give them what they need to be successful and follow the great leadership principles.
And speaking of that support, what can the Pregame Show audience, along with fans and supporters, do to get behind this hire of Mo Williams and your athletic department?
Let's continue to support. Let's go to our website. Let's continue to heal. Let's continue to be positive. Let's continue to grow together. I tell people, AD Robinson did not do this last season. I did not win the championship by myself. I won this with the help of President Hudson. I won this with the help of Jackson State University. I won this with the help of my passion for love, my supporters, and everybody that supports. We have built this tradition in Jackson. And I say it all the time. It's not about us. It's about us all coming together. And I'm still waiting on that day, sir. I'm waiting on that day for all 50-some thousand alums to come together. Where we can show people that there's no big institution in Jackson State University.
This day is about men's basketball. It's about the hire of Mo Williams. I would be remiss if I didn't bring up what the Lady Tigers just accomplished with Coach Tamika Reed and what they're about to do this weekend and going down there and beating LSU. Talk to us about the women's program.
The women's program, since 2018, Coach Reed has done a really good job building this program. We won the championship, I think, in 2007. And the crazy part about it, the last time we won a championship, Coach Reed was supporting his staff. I don't know if everybody knows that or not. So she has that winning spirit. Coach Reed, every single day I talk to her, it's all about building this program. It's all about the student athletes. It's all about our staff. It's all about what I can do to make Jackson State University together. And when you have a passionate and aggressive coach like that, being coach is successful. I tell coaches all the time, I love aggressive coaches. Aggressive coaches win. Aggressive coaches fight for the program. Aggressive coaches fight for the student athletes. And that's what Coach Reed is about. You see the recruit. You see the integrity. You see the character. You see the best dressed coach in the country. You see all of it. So they're set pride to be President Hudson. She came out. I said, oh my goodness, that's Coach Reed. That's what we do here at Jackson State University. It's all about, going and giving a good experience to our students. And that's what Coach Reed is about. That's why she's successful. And again, born and raised in Jackson State, she understands the tradition of Jackson State University.
Now, all the attributes that you gave to Coach Reed, attitude reflects leadership. And I got to tell you, brother, you were describing yourself as well. Aggressive. You go after it, you believe in winning and support and giving people support. So hats off to you. Again, not only for the accomplishments of helping with the women's basketball program, but bringing this exceptional hire, this historic hire of Mo Williams and everything he brings to the table. Now, before I let you go, I got to say this. I'm a Jim Hill guy. But I'm seeing Murrah just keep on coming in here. Now, I got two kids that went to Murrah, so I know what's safe.
Time I just tell people, athletics is all about time. And the Lord has put me in a great situation for time. Even when you talk about Coach Washington, volleyball, Coach Johnson, Coach Montgomery, Coach Moore, Coach Thorne, Jackson State Grant, Coach Kidd. We got some great coaches. It's exciting. It's very exciting when you got a group of coaches that really have a passion about winning and they put it all on the field and fight for the student athletes. Fight to make sure that Jackson State University is known great in a positive way across the country. And that was gold. When I got here in 2018, we was down a little bit. And we wanted to make sure that everywhere that you turned on the TV, radio, that Jackson State University. We wanted to be, we always start something. People talk about what nations do. We get tradition in Jackson State. We've done this all the time. So that's why my team is building on that great tradition. I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm happy to be here. You're going to see some great things happen. The team happens. We're going to continue to work hard. We're going to continue to build
build on this tradition. We're going to continue to make sure we make this next change to our school. We're going to grow and roll in Jackson State. You're going to see a lot of exciting things. I'm very excited about the issue of where he's taking the program. They're going to have some very exciting things coming up in these couple months.
And all we can say there, brother, is go Tigers. We're going to let you get back to work. Exceptional day. This has been Vice President in Intercollegiate Athletics, Ashley Robinson, our athletic director, here live as we announce Mo Williams is the next head men's basketball coach. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. Hey, I tell you what, Neil, it's been an exciting morning, man. You have brought everything to us there. You brought us our new head coach, Mo Williams, Trey Johnson, brought to the staff, and of course, Vice President of Intercollegiate Athletics, AD Ashley Robinson. An exciting time. We're starting with the new era of Mo Williams as head men's basketball coach at Jackson State University.
Hey, man, I don't know what happened to us, but they said the pregame show was a football show.
That's what they said.
They said the pregame show was a football show. Pregame show only goes live for football stuff. They didn't know what we were going to do this basketball season. They didn't know that with a phone call from Vice President of Intercollegiate Athletics, see, I keep saying that tongue twister to you, Ashley Robinson wanted the pregame show to go live today. So again, man, we are here live on campus Jackson State at the corner of Dalton and Lynch Street. The historic corner of Dalton and Lynch Street in the Union Ballroom, Terrio Woodard Ballroom. Crowd is still here on the opposite end. I see Coach Reed. I'm going to see, can I get her attention? Have a quick chat with her. And Coach Brent is right there. Let me see if she's looking at me. Try to get her attention. I'm waving her in, Chuck.
Start waving her in. There you go. There you go.
How much let me get that? I think I got it, Chuck.
You think you got okay?
I think I got it.
Yes, indeed. Coach Reed, congratulations.
Let me tell you something. We have had Mo Williams on live. We have had President Hudson on live. We've had athletic director Ashley Robinson on live. We had assistant coach, newly announced assistant coach Trey Johnson on live. But the first today live, 3 times. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You know, coming off another record win. Undefeated in the regular season, undefeated in the tournament. Now we're looking to go down to that route. How important is it for Tiger Nation, the real Tigers, Jackson State Tigers, to make that short drive to that route?
You know, it's so important because LSU have sellout crowds all the time, and we really need our fans to see. You know, we need our fans to see. We need to be able to make some noise. You know, we have to rattle them as much as they're going to try to rattle us. So we're used to hostile environments. So we're okay in that, but it's our players, our athletic, our alumni, our supporters there. I think they're going to eat on harder.
Chuck, you see what that hat says? We got to get that done and add a 3 on there for 3 times.
Yes, exactly.
Outstanding season, history making season. We got one more after that. We're going all the way.
All the way.
We're going all the way. That is the plan. We're not conceding anything. Again, just want to tell you on air, congratulations for your success and all that you've done. You got a standing ovation. It's wonderful, wonderful to have you as our winning head coach. And what you do to those young ladies means look out.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Coach. Congratulations.
Hey, that kiss one for you, Chuck. Don't get excited. That was to the fans out there.
Coach Tamika Reed 3 times. So yes,
all she
indeed.
Do is win. Chuck, all she do is win.
All she does is win. Yes, indeed, bro. All she does is win. I mean, there's been another historic day for Jackson State Athletics, as it's the dawning of the new era, the Mo Williams era for Jackson State men's basketball. The passing of the torch from Wayne Brent. Great to see acknowledgement of Coach Wayne Brent. Standing ovation for Wayne Brent in terms of what he's brought to Jackson State basketball. And now the Mo Williams era takes over.
You know, Chuck, crowd is thinning out. Beautiful conversation is taking place right there with Wayne Brent and Trey Johnson. And you heard Mo Williams during his announcement, during his remarks, who said he wouldn't be where he was in basketball without the impact of Wayne Brent and how he is taking it as a personal honor to succeed him and wants to make Wayne Brent proud. Wayne Brent got a standing ovation from the crowd yesterday. For him just to be in attendance says a lot about his character.
Yeah.
Got from A.D. Robinson, and then he got from President Hudson, and even the newly named head coach Mo Williams. So hats off to Wayne Brent for being here. He's having a conversation with Trey Johnson here. Lots of fans are supporting programs and stuff. It's a great day for Tiger basketball. Great day for Jackson State University.
Great day for Tiger basketball. Great day for Jackson State University. Neely, we're closing in on here on the sort of the finale of today's press conference, man. Final thoughts from you in regards to the atmosphere and what you've seen with the environment there at Jackson State.
Final thoughts, man, as I watch this food tray walk by. Hold on one second, Chuck. On my final thoughts live, but the brother just came by with the snacks all out.
Of course.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Everybody eating. I've been doing a live show. Come home.
Oh, man.
Pretty damn good, too.
Yeah.
Final thoughts, Chuck. Exciting day for Jackson State men's basketball. What this means in recruiting across the nation as people watch this announcement. What this means for the embodiment of HBCU. What this means as another food tray is about to pass by me. I think we got like a little seafood roll or something, man. Look, these ain't gonna let it. I ain't even stand here, man. So it is a great day for Tiger Nation. Great day for men's basketball. Mo Williams is still working the room. A lot of his current, what you assume will be his current players, as he mentioned. He does have to have a conversation with a couple. Jay Mack is in his senior season, can declare for the draft, but he can also do so in a manner that he can come back, and that's what Coach Mo Williams was alluding to when he said, "I got to have some conversation with the people." He looked at Jay Mack and winked at him. So we'll see how those conversations goes, and I think you can expect some of his top players from Alabama State will be some of those first ones in the transfer portal.
Yeah.
But, big time players follow big time coaches when they leave. So I think you're going to see with this Tiger team, like as Coach Mo Williams said, it's not a rebuild. You're going to see people that are currently on the team. You're going to see some people come from Alabama State. You're going to see some people join through the transfer portal and right out of here in local high schools, Metro Jackson high schools around Mississippi. Trey Johnson, Kason Burke, Mo Williams, they know how to recruit Mississippi.
You mentioned it, and recruiting is the lifeblood of everything in college athletics. And you mentioned it, Trey Johnson, Kason Burke, they know how to recruit Mississippi. Of course, Mississippi, we in the footprint of football country. You talk about all the greats that have come from the great state of Mississippi in basketball and how Mo Williams goes about fashioning this roster. I'm sure is a question that a lot of our Jackson State fans will have, but he touched on it. Championship mindset, understands the gravity of the moment, sacrifice for the better part of the whole. And I tell you what, it was a great opening introductory press conference for Mo Williams, as Neely is just taunting me now. Of course, it's lunchtime.
We done came at the swag. This is some kind of lobster crab roll, man. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Hey, let's hire somebody else. Let's hire LeBron. Come on. Let's work the food off.
Man, I tell you what.
Speaking of LeBron, Mo Williams and LeBron were teammates for that championship, that first championship in Cleveland. They have a personal relationship. One of the reasons that LeBron visited Jackson in the past and has been to the AAC, and some of y'all got mad because he didn't shake your son's hand with pink eye. I don't know why y'all were mad after that. I wouldn't touch a little nasty kid's hands either, but you can expect for just as Coach Quine does with his resources in the NFL, you can expect Mo Williams to call on friends, and you can expect some camps and that kind of thing and additional resources. I think he's going to bring all that to bear on this program. And as he said, man, went to Alabama for 2 years, but now he's prepared to give Jackson State one.
Yes, indeed. It comes from the Mark Godfrey coaching tree. He's coached with him, of course, at UC Cal Northridge. So I tell you what, it is going to be very interesting, the Mo Williams era starting here at Jackson State University. Looking forward to it. He touched on all the buzzwords. He hit all the checkpoints and all the data points. And I tell you what, man, exciting time for Jackson State men's basketball. Nearly looking forward to everything that is to come and how this roster gets fashioned?
Chuck, I got to tell you this. And tell our viewing audience out there, we appreciate the support of the pregame show. But let me tell you what I'm feeling right now. Do y'all remember the movie Baby Boy with Melvin choked Jody? If we don't wrap this show up and let me go get something to drink, I feel like Melvin is behind me and got me by the neck. That damn road, Chuck.
Oh, no better place than to put a pin in this pregame show here on the Black College Sports Network. It is Bishop, it is Neely, it's Jackson State Athletics, and we will see you on the other side.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and for all those who's listening and watching it from around the world. And we are now live from the corner of Dalton and Lynch Street. It's the show where we take you inside the game before the game begins. It's the Pregame with your host, Charles Bishop and Neely. So get ready because we pregame harder than the other show's part. It's the Pregame.